It's me, Arthur, and you are watching How to Draw Creepy Creatures. First of all, I'd just like to apologize that I've been gone for a little while. I haven't uploaded in over a week. The thing is that last time I was doing a painting episode on how to do the Kraken, and every time I tried to do it, it came out really bad. So I was just like, okay, just film a little bit here, film a little bit here, approach it with a fresh mind, and take a few days off just to kind of like wrap your head around it, and that's what I did. And then I finally filmed the last half of it, and I didn't realize my head was in the way of the camera. So it was useless anyway. But it's not the worst thing in the world because look at this. This is bad. I couldn't have in good conscience show you how to paint this since it looks really crappy. But you know how to draw it now. You can just fill in the blanks yourself. So, and now I'm moving on to another request that I got a while ago from Noah Cena to do Krasue. Now, for those of you who don't know what this is, Krasue is a character from Cambodian and Thai mythology. She is a vampire-like being who feeds on blood and feces. Ew. And she has the ability that at night she can detach her head from her body, having her organs trail behind her, and she can fly about, basically using her viscera as tentacles to attack people. So, pretty gross. But, anyway, so it's a very well-established character in Southeast Asian mythology. In fact, because it's their most popular version of a vampire, there's been several like romantic Twilight knockoffs in Asia, like movies like that, featuring this character as opposed to normal vampires, and it's like, okay, that's a little strange, but so it's actually really interesting too, just because it pops up in so many different cultures. In fact, I remember when I was doing the Takei episode with you guys, I was talking about separators in Asian culture. This is just another example of it. A being that is either cut in half or who purposely cuts itself in half in order to fly. It's just a very common motif. Usually the Krasue will hide her body, her like hollowed out shell missing its head, somewhere during the night so that she can feed, and then before sunrise she's supposed to return to her body, stuff her organs back through her throat, reattach her head, and then she just looks like a normal girl. So she just goes about her day like chilling, doing that stuff, and then at night she tears her head off and turns back into a Krasue. So pretty strange myth, but it's interesting. It's very well established in their culture. It's just one of those things. So without further ado, let's get into it. The thing is that because I want to keep this show kind of child friendly and family friendly, I was a little bit concerned about how to do this properly because obviously it's just a girl's head with viscera trailing behind her. So how can you make that in a way that's not too shocking? So I decided that this one we're going to do a little bit more abstract, more cartoony. So maybe making it a little bit funny will take away from how shocking it is. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, let's erase some of this and work on our face. Okay, I don't know if making this character anime made it more or less terrifying. I just, I wanted to maybe put somewhat of a cutesy positive spin on it so that it'd be a little bit less shocking. I hope you like it, Noah Cena, but, I don't know. Maybe I have a twisted sense of humor and I find this funny, but alright, like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Remember my email address and the link to my Patreon page are in the description. And if you have any questions about the show or suggestions for future topics, you can just leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you. Also, anybody who finished lesson on the show and like to show off your artwork, you can just send it to me. As long as you give me permission, I'll show it off on the show with your name so everybody knows that you did it. Alright, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Next week, well, not next week, next episode, I'm going to be painting it. Hopefully, it will come out better than this, because look at him. He's just sad. I put my heart and soul into him, Golden Leprechaun, but he just came out blobby and gross. Alright, so, see you later, guys. Goodbye.